And did you see what happened to silver today? Holy cow. I would have never guessed this one. Up over $3. Up over $3 an ounce, selling at $56.33 an ounce. A couple of weeks ago, it was like $48 an ounce. Bitcoin. It's trading around $91 per coin. Again, we're bullish on it because the crime syndicate's into it. Gold, it's up went up $62 today an ounce. $4,218. And you know what I've said. Gold has to stabilize in the $4,200 range. $420, $440, $4,280. And then after that, once it stabilizes in the $4,200 an ounce range, boom, hits new highs.
In today's news recap, Texas proposes gold and silver-backed currencies to compete with fiat money. In a quest for sound money, a Texas lawmaker has filed 2 bills that, if passed, would create gold and silver-backed transactional currencies backed 100% by the underlying asset that would serve as legal tender in the state. According to a report from the 10th Amendment Center, Texas State Representative Mark Dorazio filed House Bill 1049 and House Bill 1056 on November 12th, 2 bills with similar language that would add provisions to different sections of the Texas legal code. Under the proposed law, the Texas Comptroller would issue gold and silver specie coins through the Texas Bullion Depository and also establish gold and silver transactional currency defined as the representation of gold and silver specie and bullion held in the pooled depository account, wrote Mike Maharrey, communications director at the 10th Amendment Center. The depository would be required to hold enough gold and silver to back 100% of the issued currency. If approved, the bills would enable holders of gold and silver specie and currency to use them as legal tender in payment of debt in the state of Texas. He noted the gold and silver backed currency would be electronically transferable to another person. Gold and silver backed currency would be redeemable in specie or at the spot price of gold in US dollars minus applicable fees. Said differently, the passage of either bill would allow anyone in the state to conduct business transactions using gold or silver. The passage of this legislation would create a sound money alternative to U.S. dollars in both physical and electronic form, Maharrey said. Using gold and silver-backed transactional currency, any person or entity would be able to do business using a debit card that seamlessly converts gold and silver to fiat currency in the background. Private individuals and businesses would be able to purchase goods and services using assets held in the Texas Gold Depository in the same way they use dollars held in a bank today. Now, smash the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you do not miss out our daily recaps. And go to goldsilverstacks.com to get the Numismatics Handbook, the perfect guide for stackers who want to get active trading gold and silver coins instead of selling their gold and silver bullions for fiat. Enjoy the episode.
Closed early today. NASDAQ is up 0.65%. S&P 0.54%. The Dow up 289 points. Quote, this is from CNBC. The mood is back to a bit more of a risk-on settlement, in that the market is now 80% to 85% certain we're going to get the Federal Reserve rate cut in just a couple of short weeks, said Brian Mulberry of Zacks Investment Management. It's simply confirming that we are in an easing trend, and that will continue into the new year as well. Easing trend? Fuck off, easing trend. More fucking cheap money to keep the scam going. End of story. And we have all the facts, and we'll go into that story. Mulberry Street was a cool place at one time. But anyway, so Brent crude, all right, down 15 cents. It's selling at $63.19 a barrel. Go back to the beginning of the year, January. What was it selling at? It was about $20 a barrel higher. It's down some 14% year to date. Why? Because there's a global slowdown and there's way more supply than demand. The markets have absolutely nothing to do with Main Street. Zero, nada. It's a fucking criminal gambling organization run by the filthy fucking rich. Oh, I'm BlackRock. I'm Vanguard. I'm State Street. You're just Shit Street. You're Main Street. You got it? Look at these fucking scumbags robbing the world in front of us. Calm down, Celente. It's Black Friday. You could get a bargain today. If you go to one of the big fucking chains that run the whole fucking country. Anyway, Bitcoin. It's trading around $91 per coin. Again, we're bullish on it because the crime syndicate's into it. Gold, it's up almost, it went up $62 today an ounce. $4,218. And you know what I've said. Gold has to stabilize in the $4,200 range. $420, $440, $4,280. And then after that, once it stabilizes in the $4,200 an ounce range, boom, hits new highs. And did you see what happened to silver today? Holy cow. I would have never guessed this one. Up over $3 an ounce, selling at $56.33 an ounce. A couple of weeks ago, it was like $48 an ounce. So this is serious. It's showing you how bad the geopolitical situation is.
In today's news recap, silver hits fresh record after topping peak from October squeeze. Silver jumped to a record, surpassing a peak set during a historic squeeze in the London market in October. Spot prices surged as much as 4.2% to about $55.66 an ounce. The white metal has been supported by rising hopes of a Federal Reserve interest rate cut in December, inflows into bullion-backed exchange-traded funds, and ongoing supply tightness. Friday also saw erratic price moves and thin liquidity in the silver market after a chaotic hours-long halt to trading in futures on the CME's COMEX exchange. By early morning U.S. time, most trading operations were back. Silver's new high comes just over a month after a severe supply squeeze in the dominant silver trading hub in London last month, which sent prices soaring above levels in Shanghai and New York. While the arrival of nearly 54 million troy ounces has eased that squeeze, the market still remains markedly tight, with the cost of borrowing the metal over 1 month hovering above its normal level. The flows into the London market have now put pressure on other hubs, including in China. Silver inventories in warehouses linked to the Shanghai Futures Exchange recently hit their lowest level since 2015, according to Bourse data. In the short term, a further price increase cannot be ruled out if registered silver inventories in China continue to decline, analysts at Commerzbank AG wrote in a note earlier Friday. Now, smash the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you do not miss out our daily recaps. And go to goldsilverstacks.com to get the Numismatics Handbook, the perfect guide for stackers who want to get active trading gold and silver coins instead of selling their gold and silver bullions for fiat. Enjoy the episode.
Yeah, I got no balls. I'm dried out later. Oh, yeah. I'm where I work for the ABC, CBS, FUC, KYOU. Yeah. Now they're finally admitting it. You ready for this? Business investment in AI might have accounted for as much as half of the growth in gross domestic product adjusted for inflation in the first 6 months of this year. Absolutely nothing to do with Main Street. Totally artificial. This thing's going to bust, man. And when it busts, you're going to see gold and silver prices skyrocket. China leapfrogs U.S. in global market for open AI models. Oh, this is according to Financial Times. No shit. How long have we said this? AI is going to be Asian controlled between India and China. There's going to be the bust. Robot remake Chinese industry. Yep. China is focused on something more prosaic, making better washing machines. Right? This is from the Wall Street Journal. While China's long-term AI goals are no less, there it goes here. China installed nearly 300,000 industrial robots last year, nearly 9 times as many as the U.S., according to the International Federation. All right? I'm mentioning this because China's going to lead the world. And more robotics, less jobs. More AI, less jobs. Yep. China's automaker BYD continues streak in higher sales in Europe. You look at this chart over here. Whoop. And you look at the other ones. Chinese company, they sucked. Hey, we got to get cheap labor. We're going to China. We're going to give them all the heavy industry and high-tech technology they never had because we're going to get that cheap labor. And all those Western companies went over to China. That's right. And they gave China everything they never had. And now China doesn't need us anymore. They got 1.4 billion people. We got 340 million around. All right? They're taking over because they sold us out. That scumbag's worth about $130 million, a little piece of shit from Arkansas who had no fucking money at all. I didn't have sex with that woman, Monica Lewinsky. She only sucked my dick. All right? That's the people running and ruining this fucking world. By the way, that's the cover of this week's Trends Journal. Look at who they are. It's a fucking mental institution. And the inmates are running the asylum. It's not a government. Oh, Brussels says Eurozone countries at risk over debt and spending. No fucking shit. No, I wonder why gold and silver prices are going up. You ready? One scumbag after another running the country. Again, when I was a young man, I'll be 79 tomorrow. Same age as Trump. Oh, Trump dances like this. Hey, man, could you move like that? No, I'm too fat and sloppy. Same age, man. When I was a young man, grocery stores, hardware stores, drug stores, stationery stores, shoe stores, fish stores, butcher shops, clothing stores, now all the chains. And the bigs keep getting bigger. Every week in your Trends Journal, for years, we've been showing how the bigs keep getting bigger. Now, this is from Financial Times. Wall Street mega deals hit record high. Trump deregulation.
What do you think of today's show? Do you agree with Celente? Will gold consolidate around the $4,000 area for a while before shooting back up? Or on the contrary, is the bull market over? Are you buying Bitcoin instead? Post in the comments section down below your honest opinion and share with the stackers your game plan. Thanks for watching now. Peep this video right here because you'll love it. And I'll see you on the other side.